Man, I try to tell you.
So I can see you right in the green room.
I know. I'm watching you.
Oh, yes.
I'm watching you watch me.
Turning completely up.
Hey, got to, man. That's the energy. That's the energy I feel behind DJs talk. That's the energy I feel behind beats. I don't know, man. Tuesdays is just a thing for me.
Oh,
I ain't gonna hold you.
That's a good thing, my brother. That's a good thing. C.ham.d DJ Hammer.
With the Easton's favorite DJ Marc J in the building. What we doing? How you doing, brother?
We deserve some applause.
I like applause.
What's up, fellow DJs, people, artistic genre, no matter what artistic genre you're from? It's DJs Talk. It's Tuesday night. It's been a fast week, but we said we're gonna keep it consistent and we're gonna keep it flowing. I'm fresh off the plane.
This man hurried back for y'all, rushed back.
I did.
I don't know why you did that.
Man, hey, look, DJs Talk, man. DJs Talk. That's what we do every Tuesday.
You gonna tell them where you went? You gonna talk about it?
I always talk about it after I get back. I was in Tampa. I was in Tampa. Shout out to Dr. 804 and DJ Showtime and DJ Debonair already on the wheel. In Tampa, Florida, we had to go visit some family out there and do the family thing and just sightsee a little bit. And I think I posted that whatever ridiculous
magnificent looking beast of a house.
If I get rich, I'm telling you.
Hey, you gotta manifest it, sir.
I'm gonna be naked every day. Y'all be like, he's naked again on Facebook. My page gonna get deleted.
On Facebook?
Oh gosh. Let me get a house like that on the rooftop. If you're driving past on a tour, I'm gonna be naked.
That's different than you talk about being on Facebook.
I mean, think about people gonna put it on Facebook Live.
I mean, probably. I feel it. Okay, Mate, what's up? What's happening?
What's going on? What's up, DJ Hot Rod? DJ Hot Rod, I know you saw the video. You made me do it. So,
shout out to Hot Rod for making this man live a little.
Hey, let's get into it, man. Let's do it,
man. We're here for a reason.
We are here for a reason. Now, first, all the DJs we have on here, and they're loading in. I can see them loading in. Do me a favor. Share the live real quick. Share it to your friends. Tag a DJ, tag a buddy, tag somebody with a turntable, somebody with an 8-track. Tag somebody.
Hey, everybody doing something in the scene, man. Like, it's always good information every week. I know we all learn something. So, hey, tell a friend to tell a friend, all right?
That's what it is. Shout out to DJ Boogie. They coming in, man. DJs coming in this joint.
I like that, man. We got a community building, man. That's what it's about.
I see a lot of RVA. Y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all put it in the chat. Where y'all from? Tell us where y'all from. Just in case people do not know, let everyone know where you guys are from. And if you want to, throw your Instagram up there, throw your TikTok, throw your Black Planet,
shout yourself out, man.
AOL. If you got an AOL account, I don't know, throw it up there so people can get in contact with you in the event they want to.
Man, it's AOL. It still work?
Hey, I know some people. Matter of fact, my girls, they got an AOL email address.
Well, I wasn't. No offense, I wasn't. You trying to get me in trouble, man? Man, that's not cool.
Oh shoot! Now we everyone's checking in. What we talking about this week?
Man, I think it's a good week. I mean, if you're a DJ anywhere, what just dropped. Some new equipment just dropped. So I figured, why not take it easy and kick back and talk about some of the equipment we use, you know what I'm saying? Some of the new things, some of the old things that still work, you know what I mean? And just chop it up, get a few questions and answers about that type of stuff. What you think, man?
Hey, whatever you say goes, my brother.
Man, whatever.
It goes. You keep me in line. You say, look, we gonna do this. You keep me up. Tuesday, you put the questions up. It's all about DJ Hammer.
It's DJs Talk. It's about the DJs, man. We had some questions out, try to get a poll from what people was talking about, and that Rain Performer seems to be the talk of the town, man.
Matter of fact, let's talk about that real quick. I haven't even had an hour on it yet. I haven't had 30 minutes yet.
No,
I turned it on, updated the drivers, and it is where it is right. It's right here.
It's sitting there just looking at you.
Sitting there. And the thing about it is this week is gonna be so tough because I have, and while I guess we're rolling to it. This week I have Mona's tomorrow, ladies' night at Mona's,
right? Ladies' night,
12:30.
Come on, Wednesdays.
That Thursday is July 4th, and the party's going on.
Something happening.
It's lit. Yeah, something happening. Friday, Just Crabs, 7 to 10. First Friday, come there, get your food on, you'll eat on before you head out for to the 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock parties. I'll be in the building. Saturday, what do I have Saturday? I got a party Saturday.
Of course you do. Booked and busy.
And Sunday is a wedding.
Oh yeah, you hit another Wednesday to Sunday. Come on, Mark J.
So the rain performer gets no burn from me. No burn. No burn.
You're not gonna take it out?
Hell no. Nah.
You're not just gonna jump in the water?
It's a lot of buttons. And matter of fact, Hot Rod, I want you to post because Hot Rod has he has the Rain 12. I know he has the Rev 7, which doesn't have many miles on it, and he just got the Rain Performer. But it's a lot of buttons on there, and I don't want to push the wrong button and come off.
Everything cut off.
Yeah, come off.
I feel that. What up, Folly?
So, hey, what you got going on this week, brother?
Let's see, man. Like you said, 4th of July. So I'm DJing. Out in Urbana. We got a day event going on 12 to 4. So that's all I got, man.
Okay.
Rest of the weekend, I'm available as of right now. You know how that goes towards the end of the week. You never know what pops up, but I'm kicking it.
Man,
been working pretty hard these past couple of weeks.
Just one thing about it. When you book, it sounds great, but you love those Saturdays.
Just a couple,
bro.
Just a couple, man.
Bro,
I agree. I agree with you.
I love them. Wedding season is hard.
It is in full effect. I promise you.
Holla if you hear me.
I think 4 in the last 2 weeks for me.
Whew.
Yeah.
Sounds like money though.
Hey, and a great time. That's how you afford rain performers. Ask DJ Mark J.
No, bro. For the matter of fact, the caveat to that, I have a Rain 1 for sale.
Oh, here you go. Segue.
A 4th of July sale. If you need a Rain 1, hit me in my inbox. I have a matter of fact, it's sitting down here. It's sitting down here. No miles on it. It's my second the backup controller. That's the one I use online, and I'm not down here a lot, so it has hardly any miles on it. A Rain 1, if you want a Rain 1, for a good deal.
Swear by a Rain 1. Look, I got a Rain 1. I use my Rev 7 the most now. It was supposed to be my backup while my Rain 1 was getting worked on, and then you know how that goes.
Miles.
Yeah, not too many, but yeah, I'm also looking to get rid of some controllers. If nobody buys Mark J's Rain 1, we'll talk about it.
Man, and look, this is crazy. DJ Debonair, he was with me when I bought the backup Rain 1 not even 2 months ago.
Dang.
But I did sell I had to, sold one, got that one, had to, because you have to have a backup controller. So now I have to sell my backup Rain 1.
Yeah.
It's different.
I understand, dog.
We can get it done, though.
It gets like that. Somebody will get it, and if they don't, somebody gonna get it. Right. Look, I love that.
Let's keep it rolling.
Side note, shout out Showtime popping up at Just Crab last Friday. I appreciate the support. Posted in the chat talking about it. I love when we get off nights and we get to pop up on each other, man, and just kind of show some love. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you what he said.
What'd he say, man?
He said you was showing the hell off. He said he's not coming to Just Crab anymore because the hammer was just too lit, too on fire, and the 4 walls should have burnt down. That's what the word is in the street. DJ to DJ. That's what the word is in the street. He said, he called me at 9:40 on the way to see DJ Debonair. He said, look, not coming here no more. Not coming here because hammer was on fire.
Bro, you ever get, I don't know, man. You ever have friends coming over and you just start showing them everything? You want them to see everything. Like, yo, look what I can do over here. I got you right. Like, peep this. Like, that's me when people get to come out and show love, man. I'm like, yo, like they not just here just to be here.
Right. They want to see something.
And that's how I feel about anybody that pops out and comes to a show, man. You know what I mean?
So is it equivalent to like when you're a little kid and you just go to the toy box because you know that little kid ain't got the toys you got?
He ain't
So
got these on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
look what I got. Okay.
Everybody got different tools. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
You feel
I
me?
get it. I get it.
You
I
feel
get it. But that's what the word is. I called it like I said. I tell it is. It is what it is.
Again, I'm humbled. I appreciate it. You know how I feel. And music is love, bro.
And if you ask them what I said, I'm like, did you expect anything less? Because I'm used to it. I'm used to it. The toy box stays out with me, and you get, hey, can I use your toy? Can I play with that toy? Sometimes you say yes. Sometimes
that's how it be.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it should be. Everybody, there's enough toys out here, is what he's trying to say. Everybody.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I had to put that in there, sir.
That's love, bro. I appreciate you.
Okay. It's not about me. It's about us, and it's about all the DJs that chime in.
Talk, baby. Let's see what we got, man.
The private. If there's any DJs on this page that are not members, I'm a matter of fact, DJs or MCs or a vested interest in what we do. We have to approve all of them, so I'm gonna find out. DJs Talk private group. Join the group or just put in that, not an application. We're gonna accept you anyway, so it's not really an application.
We got a couple questions, just to make sure spam filters out. But other than that, I put the link in the live comments. Click the link if you want to join. We just chop it up, man, same as we do here, but throughout the week when we're not live, give you a chance to come in there and socialize and communicate with everybody.
And the people that are there already, man, just post questions and keep on interacting because we're getting better. We're getting better.
I love that. I love we just have some conversations, man. So, we was chopping it up some earlier during this week about some stuff, man.
And
that's what it's there for. That's what it's there for.
All right, well, hey, look, what's next, bro? Before we get into the main the honorable mentions.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, go ahead.
You go first.
Man, look, all right. Honorable mentions. So ultimately, for me, it ain't gonna change too much. I love shouting out anybody that's a DJ, anybody that's a patron, anybody that's a club owner that is supporting us being in the scene, us being able to perform week in and week out. Salutes to y'all, hats off to y'all, because without y'all, we just doing it. We just doing it just to do it. But when y'all show up, we can have a party. You know what I mean? So shouts out to y'all, man. Who you got?
I got two. Again, all the DJs that actually await DJs Talk. Because I do now this is the crazy part about it. After every episode, I get text messages, from people that I see on the live and people that I don't see that I didn't know was watching. And they just give shout outs and props to, to the movement and what we're doing, because they said we need this. I wasn't even aware that we were in need of something like this, but they're making me aware that, hey, we needed this to make it visual, to make it vocal, so people can see that, you know what, it's not all about battling in competition. It's about the brotherhood. And y'all know I preach the brotherhood. It's all about the brotherhood.
That's a fact.
And I want to shout out my man DJ Hot Rod, man, for making me spend this money.
Man, I told you, treat yourself.
Hey, he supports. No, this matter of fact, this is one reason I want to shout him out, because I called his brother. I said, "Look, I'm thinking about it." Screenshot and hey, blah blah, asking questions. What's the difference, So he told me the story with the his Rev 7 and stuff like that, and he said, "Look, when you get back, come get it. Cats don't do that." He said, "Come get it for a couple of days." And I'm like, you know what? Even though I had already pushed the button, he didn't know I pushed the button until we got deep into the conversation. He said, "Come get it." That's love right there. That's love
off the rip. Absolutely.
All straight up. So I'm gonna give him a special shout out, because that was what was up. You know what I'm saying? Because if I really want to spend that money ahead of time, I wanted to kind of test it out just to play with it. He made it available for me. And DJs do not. Matter of fact, he just got it. That's his brand new toy out of the toy box. He was gonna let me play with it.
Bro, that's
strong.
I go, man. That's the community, bro. That's the community right there.
So shout out to him. That's my honorable mentions for the week. And if y'all, matter of fact, Hotline never post this information on there. Post your Facebook, post your Instagram, put that stuff up there for me. Put it up there for me. I need it. I need you to put that up there so people can see exactly who you are. And follow the brother, follow everybody up here. And I'm gonna, matter of fact, hold on, let's see. Oh, Jay Dabney, another supporter. Thank you again. Man. Thank you again for supporting us every week. I'm DJ, and I've heard each of you guys, Mark J. Hammer, Eric at the Center Block Club.
Just maxing in the building.
Let's see. I've bitten off all of y'all at some point, which is a great thing. Hey, we got to touch that.
I love that. Yep.
20 years, he feels like a newbie, bro. But I tell people matter of fact, I tell people, hey, look, if you see that again, I hope it ain't copyrighted because I'm gonna use it.
Oh yeah, but we DJ in other people's music. It's okay. It's all right. I'm not saying base your whole set off of what I do or what you watch or anybody else, but there are transitions that make sense and that work on a mass scale. Like it just works that way. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but
and that's how I started, bro. I took when I first started DJing for real, I used to visit clubs and I took an ingredients from everybody to see a piece of here, and just took out what I liked and what I could do from a technical standpoint, from an entertainment standpoint, put it all together, mixed it in a pot, shook it to the side, shimmied it up, and then you got your boy DJ Marc J.
Right, he got you, right?
That's right. All them, some good and some bad, but hey,
all me. Come
Let
on,
me be great. Let me be great.
And again, we playing for the patrons, not which sometimes includes the DJs. Like y'all DJs, y'all normally at y'all places doing y'all. You know what I mean? So I get it. That's funny. Showtime's hilarious.
Do something I like and watch me duplicate it. Anyway, on to the next.
On to the next, man.
What we got going on? I think we should talk about. It's 8:24. Let's break into the basis of. Oh, one more thing. We had a special guest due to my schedule.
Yes.
And I've been unavailable. I was unavailable to bring the gentleman on, but he will definitely be coming through. He will be coming through, and I'm not gonna tell y'all. We're gonna surprise y'all every opportunity we get. It's a surprise, and y'all gonna like it. So just keep on. I mean, y'all gonna be rocking with us anyway. So y'all will find that out.
Shout out Frank Nitty in the chat.
What up, bro? DJ Nitty, and Shay, Dancing Shay. Shout out to Shay. I'm trying to get Fridays to do a reunion. I'm trying to get him to do it. So I'm gonna need your support. I'm gonna need y'all support. It's in the small works. Watch me work. Just watch me work.
You about to have them turned back up in Fridays.
One night only, though. One night only.
Oh, hey, do what you gotta do.
Let's
ready to get into some of this equipment talk.
Let's do it. I'm gonna see if this post thing is working.
Hold on. See if we can get something in here. Let's see what happened.
All right, hold on. Oh, we got action.
Boom, look at that.
We got action. Now, I'm looking at about 20 some odd people on here total between YouTube and all my Facebook pages.
Absolutely.
And we want to know what controller you guys using out there right now. Y'all post. I mean, we know
primary. Your primary controller. Yeah, everybody got a backup. I hear you, Frank. Man, Nitty said the Rain 1, excuse me.
Rain 1?
Yeah, Rain 1. The go-to.
DJ Tree.
What up, Tree?
Mr. Question. Oh, Folly got the Rev 7.
There it is. Come on. Okay. Look, I'm biased. Like I'm right there with them. Flex 10, that's different.
Yeah, it is.
I heard about that.
Okay.
Of course it is.
Coming soon. And
so what?
Okay, DJ Marc got every controller. That's his information, but I know he got every controller out there that's ever come out. He's very in tune and innovative, and he likes toys.
Hey, Rain 1 Red 5. Okay.
I got the defender
in the box.
DJ Almighty.
Oh yeah.
What's a defender? What's a defender?
I ain't gonna lie. Here you gonna explain. Got you.
Okay. Well, Rain. I guess Rain 1. Let's do a comparison between the Rain 1 and the Rev 7.
Okay.
And you've had both. Ham. Let's get your info. Or your intake on it.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. Just off the top, without even looking into anything, I think the main things that I noticed as far as when I switched over to having the Rev 7 as my backup and then turned to primary, it was a lot of the pressing play capabilities. Like when you're not queuing something, when you're transitioning to a song, you hit play on the Rev 7, and it actually skips a beat. Like it's not on the one. Like it'll shift off. I looked in Reddit and all these other chat rooms, and they're like, it's a glitch. Like it's just something that happens. I think the workaround is silent cue. Like you hit the silent cue button and hit your cue point, it plays. But like that was something that was a turn off to me. But outside of that, I love it. I love the sleekness of the Rev 7. I love the fader. You're able to adjust the tension on it. Like a lot of that stuff people overlook, but it's actually super important depending on what you're doing. Like whether you're battle DJing, scratching a lot, or just blending and soft transitioning, you know what I mean? But Rain 1's always going to be my go-to. My sister got me custom platters on it, if I'm being real. So I'm biased. Like I had to get it worked on. That's the only reason the Rev 7's even around. Like, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? Those are my two right now.
Okay.
I hear y'all with this performer chat. So I would love for you to at least give me insight onto what made you even go outside influence, because that's one thing. But you have a mind and a conscience of your own. So what reason did you feel besides back order? Because I know you're gonna give me that BS too. So
yeah.
What was the real reason you went and got it?
Well, first, I'll say of course I got the Rain 1. I had a Rev 7. I sold it because I didn't want to cross. I don't like crossing, trying to use
brands.
Both.
Okay.
The Rev 7, I love the mic effects on the Rev 7.
Oh, true. They have echo.
The mic, dude, they're crazy. And they have an effect on the Rev 7. I think it's called the duck down.
Yes.
That I've never ever heard before. That is hot as fish.
I don't even use it. Explain for those that don't know exactly what that capability does.
Dude, you gotta, and it's a similar effect on this Rain.
Yeah.
It's called a duck down, but it's like an echo, but it like takes you from one level, zoom, 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 and depending on where you have your parameters of your effect set.
It's a talk down, pretty much.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
I F's with it.
They also have built-in effects on the Rev 7.
That as well.
I don't use them too much. Like they have a cool backspin in there and stuff like that. But I use the Serato effects because you can do that as well. Like there's a capability to switch it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And
now my conversion, because I'm a Rain guy. Of course, NS7, I'm thinking that's Rain to me.
It's right here.
You know,
it's literally right over here.
Yeah, the NS7 3. Oh my god,
the 3 is looking at me as y'all talk about performer, and I'm like 4-channel effects. I'm like,
well, this I'm not big on 4-channel controllers. The reason is it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
Now, if you're channeling those, like say for instance, the Rain performer, they have to split cue, which is now technically you can do the same thing as a split cue with the Rain 1 or the Rev 7 because you're using 4 pads. Just push 2 pads. Right. So it's not that big of a deal to someone that has that. Do I really think it's worth a 2,000 correction? 2150 40 because you have to add taxes. Do I think it's worth it for a person that has one? No. But if you like toys and you don't like the fact that it might go in back order,
that's how I feel.
then
go ahead and grab it. Right.
Yeah. But money is real. But the Rain 1 I think on a Rain 1, you can do 90% if you're controller proficient of what you can do on the Rain performer. The Rain performer, of course, is more innovative and it makes it easier. The acapella, the instrumental, you can go right to a bam bam. But You have four different routes you can go. You can set the pad systems, do the same thing on the Rain 1. You can push acapella or instrumental. You can split the stems with the channels. And I think there's one way I can figure out. Yeah, so but you can do the same thing with the Rain 1. So if you're looking to get it, if you like toys and you got the cheese, definitely
go ahead and have fun.
But the upgrade for real, you should already know
how to get
where you want to get with the stems already if you have a Rain 1 or a Rev 7.
A Rev 7. Absolutely.
That's my opinion.
That's how I feel. Like you got to replace the stems mode. I think for the Rain 1, I replaced the slicer because nobody really used the slicer. But on the Rev 7, you got to replace your roll. And I actually do use the drum roll on that. So that's the only difference.
Okay. And there is a roll. Yeah, there's I don't use it that much, but it's an easy way to get the roll on the rack.
It's like quicker loops, essentially. Like it's not an auto loop where you got to hard loop it. You can let go and it's still in the same place for me.
Right.
So it's cool when you're mixing, but having to replace it on a Rev 7 isn't a make or break thing for me either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
think it's just preference. Just preference.
$2,000. That's a lot. That's a lot.
What's that? 2? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On that just, because I guess I'm talking to sitting right there. Anyway,
it's $2,000. Does everybody know how much that thing costs?
Yeah. But now for the price point for what it does, if you have an older controller, you need to upgrade. If it's the matter of
those top 3 that we were talking about,
See, the Rain 1s have come down to, I think I seen one for $1,200 brand new. I think the Rev 7 is still about maybe $1,500-$1,600.
I did see somebody selling a Rain 1 for 12.
Amazon 12 brand new. 1 day, 2 days,
1,300 max of Sweetwater, something like that.
Yeah,
but that's not bad when comparatively you paid what you paid for it initially.
Right,
the Rain 1s was not cheap.
Just to say I got one, just my opinion.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, let's see what we got, man.
All right, next question. Let's see. Hold on. All right, now, do I have any turntablists out here? Any turntablists?
Anybody that still uses vinyls and needles?
On the web, Rev 7, you can mini map the stems for scratch pads. Oh, right, exactly.
Like I said, I use the roll ones, but
and one thing about Serato, this is what I love. Serato is a beast of a program. We take it for granted.
Yeah, we do.
We take it way for granted because when you think about how we have evolved as DJs from I'm gonna say records to CDs to MP3s, MP4s, and how Serato has enabled us to adjust, and they keep on updating and
with all of it
exactly what we need into that program. I will forever be great.
Yeah, Serato got it.
To Serato.
That Serato itch the other day, like the old Serato versions that they had before it was just Serato DJ, man. Like it's wild. It's wild how far we've come.
So
okay.
Let's see. No vinyl or needles. I run the Rain 12.
You run it with the phase? I've heard or
the Rain 12, you ain't gotta run the phase.
That's true. That's right. He said something earlier about having a Rain 12 with a mixer, though.
But this is about the Rain 12s. The Rain 12s, of course, I had a pair and I sold them purposely because I don't even want to think about taking them out. On the mobile gigs that I do, whether it be a wedding or whether it be a restaurant or whatever, I don't want to hook up a turntable, a mixer, and another turntable, no matter how you get in there, whether it be 3-row cases, whether it be one
big case with 3.
That weighs about 70 pounds. That's the only thing about the Rain 12. The Rain 12s are freaking ridiculous. And you add the mixer, whether it be the Rain 72 or the Rain 70, 72.
12 MK2.
You can't touch the pound for pound. I don't think the Rain 12s can be touched if you just got it sitting and you DJing.
Yeah. Like if it's set up already. Yeah.
But you adding 20 minutes to a setup
minimum. Minimum. Yeah, because other than I didn't seen people set it up. That's the thing. I ain't never had a pair of Rain 12s. Like I would love to. Like for me, that I would just the space. Like I've always been on like NS7 discs or like never a big platter to where you can actually be comfortable doing. Never mind. You just in my mind, I'm like, what do you mean you don't want a Rain 12?
Mobile DJs,
yeah,
love controllers. It's a couple of
that's a good quote.
Mobile, they do it. Now it's one dude. Excuse me. Shout out if Shablast, if you out there, that's my man. He loves his turntables. He loves his what's the original
1200s.
Loves them.
I got it right in my body place.
But you cannot beat. I don't care where you are, going in, dropping a unit down, plugging your computer in.
We good to go.
And you good to go.
Come on. Not if you're talking about efficiency. Or now, comfort and preference, maybe.
My challenge question.
I like it.
What can you do on 1200s that you cannot do on a on a controller?
Fit your whole hand. I don't know, man. Again, you asking the dude that ain't have 12.
I'm asking anybody that's on this live.
Yeah, he's talking to y'all because I ain't had no 12.
If anything, and this was my challenge to him because he lives and dies by turntables, which a lot of DJs do, and I get it. I get it. But what can you do on 1200s that you cannot do on a Rain 1, a Rev 7, or matter of fact, I ain't even going Rain Performer.
Yeah, just those two. Yeah, those two alone.
Just those two. Those standalone units.
I don't think there is anything. But like I said, I also am not sure.
So DJ
it's the feel. I agree.
I don't want to feel 30 extra minutes load in and load out.
I might though. It depends on the gig and what you need to perform. Like I guess, man. Just how you ain't taking the performer out this week. You know what I mean? It's a comfort thing.
That's a comfort zone. But
same with the 12.
Oh, and another thing, this ain't people saying it's that much bigger and that it weighs that much. Dude, this is not from the Rain.
Not bigger than the 12 now.
This feels like about additional 5 pounds. And I'm over here because it's over here. It feels like an additional 5 pounds than the Rain 1. But it connectivity, setup time, I need to drop and go.
It's 28 pounds.
Drop and go.
Yeah, I feel that though.
Drop and go.
I mean, like you said, efficiency over what I'm comfortable with. So I agree.
The feel and the ear. I need to understand the ear part. The feel of turntables will always be different. Turntables all day. Business wise, efficiency wise, and getting the job done. Please give me a controller.
Bro, I would pull up with the mini joint, the DJ GoPro 2 joint. Like, if it was about efficiency, boy, I'd be in that joint with the facade up going crazy. I'll be right in the back.
I feel
4 buttons. I'm trying to tell you.
Real nothing. It's just the feel of the 12s. I meant to say the Rain Performer.
Okay.
Okay, got it. I'm like Defender.
Yeah, I was like, they dropped a new joint and I ain't heard about it.
And he's hold on, let me see. Pick a needle up. And the needles. You gotta buy needles and all. Yeah, no. Rain 12 did a great job duplicating the turntable feel and implementing it in a controller environment. But you still have a turntable, a mixer, and another turntable that you have to hook up. You have to put them in roll cases. You have to have a big case. You have to do an additional amount of work, And if you're, say, for instance, you're a wedding DJ,
right?
You're hooking that up. That's 30 minutes. Then you got to do your lights,
man.
your taping, your, all the other good stuff. So that I don't want to be in that element. I don't want to be.
Like you said, it comes down to convenience at the end of the day, and how efficient you can be with that time that you got.
Yeah,
we're looking at.
Hold on. I'm copying and pasting, brother.
I was just looking. Look, I got the notepad up. I saw it. It was like a phantom copy. I was like, what's happening?
All right, the next question.
What we got, man?
We got. All right, hold on. how important is the quality of your headphones, and what brand and model do you recommend? I'm gonna let the answers flow, and I'll
Pioneer DJ.
You're different.
I guess I didn't know what these were. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know me. Headphones are kind of like I got a pair. Gotta have a pair. I guess. I hate saying I guess, but for me, man, it's all about preparation. So if you prepare enough, like if you forget your headphones, it's not the end of the world for you. It's how I look at it. Granted, find a good pair of headphones. I was rocking the Amazon joints for a while just because they were color coordinated, and I wanted to buy some. Like I wanted to wear all white. I bought them off Amazon. I got the white headphones. Like it wasn't a thing. It was more swag than a requirement. But that's just me because like I study, live music for real. Like, thank you, Ray Vaughn. Hold on.
I'm gonna give you my real opinion on it. Because headphones cost a whole lot for us to listen to one earphone, and when you get to all those qualifications and specs and bass and trebles and separations, who gives a damn about that? That's just me, and this is the reason why. Because I had 2 sets of Beats, I had a Pioneer DJ, and they keep breaking, and there's no maintenance.
You're right.
When headphones break, they break. You at Guitar Center, you at Sam Ash, you at Amazon, you order a new pack.
You ever had your headphones snap and you was just holding the joint on the side with the one joint while it's hanging?
Dude,
what up, B. Riley in the building?
What's up, B? Now those people that have the Beats, there's a little screw on the Beats that cannot be replaced. I've had 3 sets of Beats, and I will never ever buy another pair. Let me see. This is a 1-on-1, I guess. Hold on.
Hey, everybody knows about the screw.
Another 1-on-1.
That's funny.
I have a set of Rain headphones as backups because they were on sale for like $50. My backup set. Now I do have the last set I bought was a Pioneer, but it was the cheapest brand of Pioneer because they had $199. I don't want those. I'm not spending.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Give me them $89.99 joints, and then once they break in 2 years, then see, look, you got that's for the podcast. So you know you rich.
These are the ones I DJ with.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They only come out because I'm on a podcast. They normally in this case in my bag, so I don't forget them like I do every other gig. Shout out to Mo.
No, hold on. Listen, get the ear covers. The ear covers for.
I was going to ask about these things.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. He said he had the Beats that were garbage. I like the Beats because they did not break because you couldn't twist them. They were solid. The construction of them were very solid. But then once that screw, that infamous screw hits you, you're done. You're done.
I thought the noise canceling thing would be a cool thing when it first came out with the headphones, with Beats and DJ headphones, but like I don't think that like noise canceling headphones work the best in that environment.
I'm about to try them ear monitors.
I was about to ask how people felt about those ear monitor lapel style headphones for DJs.
Does anybody on this podcast right now have ear monitors that they're actively using? If you do, please post that you do and tell us how you like them. But I'm 2 steps off trying the ear monitors. 2 steps off of it because the reviews are great.
I know. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's like having a DJ with like AirPods. Like, how would that feel?
Bro, if I could keep that in my ear and I don't have to,
I think that's the problem. I think it's this, like the corded feel, like feeling like I can't move. Like, you know me, I jump around too much. I'm hitting stuff like, so yeah, if that's what it does and gives you the freedom of being mobile without the wired thing, yeah, I guess it's worth it. I'm sure they're expensive.
No, not all of them, because on one of the sites that I follow, I asked the guy which ear monitors that he was because he said he was saying thanks to somebody for recommending the ear monitors. I said, what's the brand? They were like $60.
Really?
And yeah, like $60. And the ear monitors in a whole, in general, get a good review. Now, I don't know about the different brands, but then again, same thing with headphones. Yeah, if I spend $250 on headphones, I'm going to try to influence you because I want you to dig into your pockets just like I did. Nah, I'm not doing that no more. If you get a $300 goddamn ear monitor, show me the $50 ones, and then you tell me the difference.
I would love to see everybody uplight set up.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Right? We all get it. Like, yeah, there's a brand of uplights that I might like, but like, where we getting our uplights from?
I don't even want to talk about that because I got.
I know because we live on a podcast and we want sponsorships. Yeah, I feel it, but it's the truth.
My lights is about to get crazy.
Yeah, it should. But
crazy.
Let's see what else. Yeah. Since we on the subject, the sound and stuff.
Speakers.
Yeah, let's talk about some speakers, man. I know everybody got their go-to, as do I.
There we go. What kind of speakers and sound do you use?
Chat a second to chime in. And what else? And what factors influence your choice? Ooh,
bam.
I like the follow-up question because that's the one that matters.
We're gonna try to hit every. We're gonna try to
get there.
Yeah. Matter of fact, what you industries using?
I'm only QSC ever, honestly. And it may be because I was heavily influenced up front when I first started DJing. Matter of fact, shout out to Radio Shack. I was looking at an inventory list from about 12 years ago, and it was me like writing stuff down. I was like NS73. No, matter of fact, it's the one NS71. Check, got the number next to it. 2 Radio Shack speakers, $200. Yeah, bro.
Radio Shack was hey, look.
I'm like amp 150. Like I got speaker wire prices. Like y'all gotta understand, it's different, right?
I still have a Radio Shack mixer in my garage.
A mixer?
Yeah.
Shout out to Radio Shack, man. Dang.
Yeah, I miss Radio Shack.
Interesting. I see, because I have a PRX. I have a PRX1. I don't take it out, only because I only have one. And I'm all about balance. So if I had to, I guess, I can see why that would be beneficial. Having the sub and the top there with the column.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? What you got here? What you got here with, man?
Well, DJ Debonair says he uses the EVG2 series. Ooh. Excellent speakers.
Yeah.
Excellent speakers. This is now, and keep in mind, blessings to everything that I have. But for weddings, PRX1s, JBL PRX1s, because number one, the people count and what those speakers do go over and beyond. It's have surprised me in a significant fashion where they do what they need to do. But for the heavy party gigs, and it's like maybe 175 and above, I do have the I bring out the 2 KW 181s. I love the old series.
Yeah.
And then I have 4 QSC tops. I only bring out 2 unless I know it's going to be a lot of people.
In addition to them other ones?
No. The PRX1s come out for weddings only. It's a certain price range that they come out for, because it's elegant and they look better. The presentation of PRX1s are ridiculous. Now, this is a thing.
I said I like speaker scrims too.
I don't do scrims.
No.
I don't do speaker pole scrims. Now, occasionally when I bring
stands or like poles, you mean?
What for either?
Like
the only scrims I have are on my columns. I have columns that skew on top.
Absolutely.
And then the reason why I bring the columns out because it's a more elegant, high person capacity, and I bring the uplights through the scrim
to shoot through, right?
Yeah, but if it's just a party and you ain't paid over a certain amount,
I agree with you.
But if you pay this,
follow-up question. So with your PRX1s, right? What's the max people you'll do that for? Like with a pair of PRX, with a pair of them.
If you give me a person count, Okay, correction. It does depend on the venue too.
Of course. Well,
but
we all know the other factors, right?
If it's a person count, I'm gonna say between 150 and 175.
Really?
If it's a wedding, I will do it.
Yeah, wedding.
Sometimes I'll monitor 2 speakers and bring from the back of the dance floor. I'll bring the sound back to me through the wireless transmitters.
The wireless transmitters. Sennheiser, shout out.
Yeah, because the presentation has to be there. Certain events, the presentation
in the front, right?
In the front,
your fills can be whatever, right?
Right.
I feel that.
So,
that's game. That's game. You out here.
No, you got
backfill speakers is game. A lot of people don't think about that at all.
You have to make sure all points are covered, whether it be the presentation and then again, whether it be the actual execution and getting what you want to get out of it. Sometimes I put one monitor in front of everything after I take all my pictures and stuff.
I got you. Yeah,
after the right there because it makes a huge difference. And shoot, you know what it is.
Yeah, I do. That's why. Look, that's game. Like I said, I'm in the front. I got scrims on my QSC K12s, 0.2s, obviously.
Yeah. Rockville.
What are they called?
Columns. Dude, awesome job because you can put uplights on them and you can also.
I see you with the setup. Columns is coming in. Anybody else using columns out here yet?
Let's see. Sean says, DJ Showtime at the price range and they will get the job done. Right. And then QSC is definitely the best in my opinion. I got some QSC speakers that I had for 12 years. My first set of K12s, not the 0.2s, just the regular K12s. I'd have had one set.
I ain't never had an issue. I've had them for a while too. Ain't had to get them worked on. Just keep them in a bag, keep them in good shape. Don't throw them everywhere. But as far as what they do, what they hold down,
you can't blow them. You right. If you a DJ, dude, you gotta be.
You gotta not care about
sound at all. If you blow
somebody else's equipment, if you blow
some rental liquid, you can blow some rentals, but not
there should be no reason at all.
But no, K12s.
Yes,
I know Ryder runs the K12s
with the subs.
JBL passive X.
When he got them joints,
Crown, and QSC power amps. Everse 8. So is that you running passive?
The Everse 8 I use for my ceremonies.
I'm confused with this one.
Dang.
Because he said, oh, okay, right, JBL passive. All right. Yeah, I haven't ran passive in years. Which actually passive does produce better sound, in my opinion.
I've heard that.
I just would never use it because I'm an in and out. I gotta get in and do this job. I gotta get about that. Yeah. Mobile. Anybody out there still using passive besides Neil Bailey? Shout out passive speakers.
My man, just Maxon, he used passive.
Okay. He said he got the Mauis. I have never heard them. I've heard great things about the Mauis.
I've only heard stories about the Mauis. Facts.
But the price tag will not allow your brother to upgrade.
What you mean, mister? I just bought a
bruh. If I got you saw the post about my garage. I have so many speakers in my garage for any event.
All right.
I can't justify to all even myself.
Guys, we need to, again, like I said, we're gonna throw a DJ's Talk Field Day event, and we just gonna be outside.
Let's do it like
I'm just saying. I'm putting the plug in now so we can replay this later on a documentary or something when they're like, "How did it all start?"
This is interesting. Jermaine Dabney says my first speakers were Geminis, but introduction to the professional was EV, and now I am brand loyal to EV.
2 preamps, nice.
EV 50s? No, Evolve, yeah, Evolve. You running the columns or you running the regular EVs?
He said he got the EKQ joints. These joints.
I'm not familiar with those.
Me either. I'm just QSC.
I'm not.
But no, I feel it.
So good job. Oh, hold on. Let me see. And DJ Easy E, who is a sound guy.
Oh, yeah? Come on, sound guy. Shout out to the sound man.
4 G2s. What brand are the LD44G2s? Post that. I'm not familiar with. If it ain't QSC 12 or 12.2
Maui, aren't they?
EV, I don't even know what the numbers are behind. So
I feel like they're Maui's.
I've heard great things about Maui's, bro.
No, the LDs. The LDs. That's what I'm talking about.
That's Maui. Maui.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The Maui columns.
Let's see. Hold on.
Everybody rocking the columns. I hear you.
It's if that budget ain't right, you get edifiers with the RCA.
If you know, man.
School me on that.
I ain't got it.
You know info?
No, none. They're computer speakers.
Oh. Shout out to my man running the computer speakers.
Hey, the budget got to be right. I ain't mad at him.
And Amy, what's up, shorty? 2 turbo sound line arrays, 2 Alessis M1 and a Yamaha digital sound projector. All right, turbo sound. I know a little bit about turbo sound because I had some and I had to sell them.
Yeah,
turbo sound. If something goes wrong with it, it's gonna be a BITCH to get them repaired, because they got their customer support and customer service. You have to do a lot of stuff that probably doesn't happen. It's going, and the wait on, say for instance, if it's a sub, the wait to get it there and back, you probably already paid for a sub. After wait, after shipping to and from, and then whatever the repair is, you have another sub. I've been.
Is that not the way with all equipment?
Well, no.
Your experience, not everywhere.
My experience. Those turbo sounds are hard to get serviced. They're owned by, I forget who the mother company is, but I had a hell of a time trying to get those repaired. I love those speakers. 2 subs. The first line that I had, they were great. But when it came time to get them repaired, it was like a girlfriend that became a gold digger that wasn't at first.
It wasn't at first. Just learned along the way.
Yeah. You had to kick it to the curb.
Hey, man.
To the curb.
You can sell those.
Now he says, so how many are still running passive with amps?
Good correction, because I was definitely over here Googling almost, because I was boy. I was like, y'all on some stuff, man. I'm learning. I'm trying to take notes at the same time. I was like, what is almost, bro?
It's like a dude from Southside. But anyway, so who's still running amps with passive? That's a great question. I'm anti-passive for me, because me personally, I'm an in and out. If your party's over at 10 o'clock, at 9:55, I'm already starting.
One of mine is probably down. Yeah, one of my stands is probably already gone.
Right. Even if the party's hype, I'm playing my last couple of songs. Y'all know how I do. I close it out. Trey songs gotta go right now. But the passive and the powered make a hella difference. Load in. Load in, right? Hey, and people love it when that song comes out. Hey. Dude, I can't even take this dude on a podcast.
No, you can't. Hey, y'all joking. Watch. Next time you see me. But I gotta leave.
Oh, Jay David says he has passive because he already has amps.
Hey, hold on a second. Oh, I feel that.
I respect.
Like, you're not spending too much. Yeah, you're still doing your setup, like either as convenient or not there convenient as it is.
Yes,
it works.
Ultimately, you gotta do what works best for you. You know,
yeah, even if it's showing up a little earlier to set up passive or like more, it works.
Yeah,
and like I said, sound quality wise, like passive active, you're good either way.
Yeah, and I still feel passive sound wise opposed to the power. Yeah,
6 a.m. Sheesh.
What time do you start?
When the last time I DJ till 6 a.m.?
I don't think I want to touch that because you know what? Yes, I am.
No, you don't.
No, because depending on what time you start, I don't care if you start at 12 a.m. That's a hella price tag to get me to 6 a.m.
I don't think you start at 12 though. Well, maybe because I'm thinking like after hour spots, obviously, right? You know what I mean? Like, all right, club ended 2, after hour spot, you get there. Party's probably going on before the club ends. So you might be right about midnight. I'm thinking midnight to 6 or probably like 1 to 6, 5-hour shifts. You know what I'm saying? Most clubs 9 to 2.
That's a long gig.
Hmm.
That's a long gig.
Yeah, facts. That's what it is.
So hold on. Let me see. Passive always
in
some of the bigger clubs. If I had a club, I would love to run passive from a main board if it's going to be stable and I didn't have to move it.
Yeah, like if that was the entire setup of the club forever, right?
Yeah, because passive speakers are always going to be cheaper. Number one, as people are converting from passive to powered, you can get them for cheaper, and you can get some good speakers if you got good amps and it's sitting in locations. You can run 4 18s passive and 6 tops and have your club
good. Oh, speak, man. Shout out to the clubs with good sound.
Yeah. What?
That's all I'm gonna say.
What?
Shout out to the spaces with good sound.
So Amy says Paradox in Baltimore, all passive with amazing tube. Right. If it's a club, yeah, definitely. That
sounds phenomenal. Come on, Everse.
Wireless connectivity. How you feel about that, DJ?
I love Everses. Like I said, Everse 8. That's what I use for my ceremony speaker, all white. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It looks good. It Bluetooth. You got 2 channels, and there's power on the Everse 8. Like I can run a Sennheiser lapel that needs actual plug in the wall power through the speaker. You can't beat that.
If we're talking wedding DJs,
oh yeah,
or wedding setup or cocktail hour setup, Everse. I have the Mackie Thump 8. It came out before the Everse.
Yep.
You cannot touch the setup on a ceremony or on a cocktail hour because all you need is a speaker pole, a wireless, that wireless speaker.
Yep. That's it. I'll be on a mountaintop.
That's it. And they sound good.
I'll be on a beach charging the extra because we ain't got no power. Like it's just the capabilities that you can accomplish if you get something that, you know what I'm saying, you can do that with.
Ron said you got a passive if I need it. Bro, I don't need a passive.
You got the PV set. Oh my God. Y'all be booming. Look, I'm trying to tell you, everybody that got equipment, remember this. We throwing a field day party somewhere. Y'all gonna bring all their equipment, you're gonna hook it up, and they're gonna shut us down.
Now, this is interesting right here.
Okay.
Jay Dabney says he's not a fan of column speakers.
Like having speakers, just like the PRX and stuff like that.
I would love to know why.
Do you think that they can push as much as a normal top?
100%.
Okay. So you'd put a PRX against a K12.2?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't put anything against a K12.
Okay. Just other tops. Other tops, though.
Depending on what you're trying to get done. If the initial, I can rock a party with the line arrays, or not line arrays, the columns. There's a difference, and people don't even realize there's a difference. Line arrays are totally different. Columns,
yes.
With the column speakers, I would definitely run a party. Actually, my column speakers have surprised me.
Oh, I've seen it.
They thoroughly surprised me. They can rock. If you have now, there's 2 different models of PRX1s. You have the ones with the 4 speakers,
the 4 stack, in the 2
and the 8.
8? Oh yeah.
You got.
Oh yeah, no, I understand now. Okay.
Right. So, and you got 2 subs. So, you know, you're getting the adequate amount of bass.
I think that's the difference. Is that bass?
Well, think about check this out. My QSCs, I don't run bass out of them because I have my 181s. I've never ran bass unless I ran just the QSCs at a party that had 50, 60 people. But I don't run bass out of my QSCs for maintenance purposes.
I see why.
I don't need them.
Yeah, you got subs. There's been times where I've been on in less than desirable loading spaces where I ran just my K12.2s, put one of them in dance mode and the other one in normal, and been fine. With plenty of people. Again, I'm talking 100+ people. Bigger rooms. Like, you obviously want to compensate for having a bottom or some subs in there, but like not having to, I guess, is the best way I can put it.
Right. 15-inch tops. I'm not a fan of 15-inch tops.
What about 3-ways?
If you're in an event that you need that big of a top,
you
should have a sub. You got a sub, you don't need to run as much out of the tops. I could really, if for real, if I was to redo everything, I would do KSC 10s with, you know what? I'm lying. QSC, I'm lying. KSC 10s can get the job done.
QSC
can get the job done.
KSC, QSC.
QSC.
Okay, got you.
I said KFC.
I was just trying to roll past it. You just stopped on it. I'm like, all right, man.
I didn't realize it. KFC does not have a brand of speakers that I promote. QSC 10s can get a hell of a job done. I've seen it.
Yes.
And I've had them, but I just didn't have a use for them because I had the 12s.
Yeah, Tony, it worked, man. It worked actually really well, actually. I was surprised too. I didn't think it could do that. But, you know, K12.2s can do anything.
Nugget.
Let's see. What we got, Mark? What we doing? We even talked about speakers and headphones for a whole hour.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? And I did. King Prime, my man, DJ King Prime, out of that, I think 757 or I can't remember. But he has a video out. I checked it out. I liked it. Check out. This is the link. And he's a DJ and an artist. It doesn't charge to like. And he's putting it out there. He's trying to get it up. Just help him out. Go to it. Even if you don't even watch the video, for us, go to it, like it, reel it on back.
I gotta find that link.
But the video is nice. I like it. I saw it.
I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, shout out King Prime.
My man. He's a fleet DJ. Shout
out to fleet DJs.
Passive one at the bottom and rack saves time because I don't have to find a power source.
Ooh.
Depending on what you're DJing, most events have power, you know, event spaces have power sources. So, you know, I guess it is what it is. And they are fire. I don't know which he's saying. They are fire. What is they?
I don't know. You gotta read it in the order you picked the comment, bro. You just be picking stuff.
You see what time it is,
brother. Yeah, I do, man. It's all good. What up, DJ Mike C in the building?
Mike C. The J Rock says the Everse 8 is unbelievable.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I was against all white because it get dirty, but I only use it for ceremony. So
you tell me, and you J Rock, chime in. What's the difference between a Everse and a thump? Besides the fact that you can place the mic in the little space at the top of it, the mic thing. Because I use
what thump do you use? What are you talking about?
Thump 8, the battery powered thump 8. The wattage is the same. I don't think I need the mic compartment. Is because I use the I don't even remember what you call them, little square things. But I just plug it right in.
Transmitter.
Yeah. So I use that. So I don't need I don't need power to run out of the speaker, but
because of what?
The run power out of the speaker?
Yeah. What if you don't have a power source?
I don't need it's battery operated.
I meant for like your mic.
I use
you said you use your transmitter because it's battery. Exactly. Okay. That's a fact.
Yeah. So I don't and I think Everse came out after the thump. So of course they got more innovative.
Of course. Yeah, if we're talking about.
But I'm like, I'm not gonna pay that much to upgrade a speaker because I got 2 thumps. So but battery power speaker.
Yeah,
go ahead. Yeah, talk to me. You know,
the only difference I see, I'm just looking at the thump now, is that top part. Because even with the Everse 8, like it didn't come with the one top tray. You had to buy that, like where you set your thing. Yeah, that's a whole separate purchase for the Everse 8.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they didn't come with it. Like that tray, because you screw it into the top. It's a whole setup thing.
Okay.
So that's where you strap your mic or your lapel receiver in at, is what it is. So I mean, as far as sound, I don't know too much about how the thump sounds, but like I'm sure they're comparative wattage. Exactly. So if that's what you're doing as far as your setup, I think the only benefit to the Everse 8 was that it had that battery input on it.
Okay.
Because you can do it wherever and still run your lapel.
That is good though. A battery, if you have a
battery, because I got
electricity, that's great.
Is it a JBL? Yeah, it's a JBL. What's that called? Ceremony speaker, same kind of thing. JBL. I don't know what it's called, but I have that. I had it before the Everse 8 as my ceremony speaker. Okay. And same concept, same thing, just no power input. Y'all using generators. I put in my contract that they have to have power, no matter where I'm at, to be completely honest. Granted, I feel like having a generator would be beneficial. What's your thoughts?
From a business standpoint,
yeah,
being that we have these weather, I mean, it's hot as hell outside, and these weather things that we have to deal with, generators and tents and shade, the customer should supply for you. There's no way I'm going to go to a gas station and put gas on a generator. I mean, unless it's an additional charge. But I don't want to do that to you. I want you to say, hey, you know what? I need you to provide me with electricity to make sure it's there within a certain amount of space so I can do what I need to do for you. You know, I think that's fair because the 10% of your jobs is not going to require generators. You're going to go out and buy the generator. Number one, are you charging that person for that generator? If the person's paying you $400 or $500 that gives you the money to buy it, then you go buy it. But if it's a job and you're charging just an hourly rate, there's no reason why I'm going to supply a generator or a tent, because you got to make people understand that, because number one, if for instance, son hits the MacBook.
Yep.
We'd have talked about it. If it hits the MacBook and the MacBook don't like sun,
it'd be all right.
Yeah, okay. Your party might be over, man. And when that does happen, you maybe have a 30 or 45 minute delay because my computer has to cool down.
I think that I agree with your point on, if you are doing so, you should charge for that. Or you should incorporate that into your pricing, because it is an addition. Being able to play anywhere that there's not power is not something that everybody can do.
Right.
If you're not communicating that with your clients or people that are trying to book with you, and you probably should, because again, it's good to have, like, for your personal, but like, when else are you going to use it that you wouldn't add it to your contracts? You know what I'm saying? Or you wouldn't add it to what you can provide as a DJ. You know what I mean? I think all that should be incorporated, whether it's uplights, tents. Like, if I have to bring these things that you can't provide, there should be a charge for that, because you're hiring me for my services and my equipment. And even if I have my equipment insured, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have to cover my equipment if something happens to my equipment at your event.
Nugget.
That's it.
Nugget.
That's it.
Nugget. You nugget, and I try to charge everything.
I mean, it's not even about taxing the people. It's about value, because everybody in here that DJs, MCs, has ever held a mic, looked at sound equipment, understands the cost of this stuff.
Yeah.
The thing that we struggle with is helping our clients understand that value, and not that we're trying to make it back off of this one event, but to know that this is the value of equipment that I'm bringing out here for your event. And that's before I even spin a record.
Right. Our job is done way before we even touch a button. Whether it be, set up, especially wedding, and it's this different. When we'll get in, we'll have one on the wedding DJ versus club DJ. That's important. Somebody asked me about that. We need to touch on that, but
that'd be great.
Especially on the wedding scene, half of your job is done prior to even getting to the event.
Oh yeah.
We'll jump to that. We'll definitely jump to that. Now I want to touch on this right here. When he says power, he means having to run an extension cord.
Okay.
Now, you want to go first?
No, you got it. I don't even know what you're talking about.
This is my requirements, my personal requirements, and keep in mind, it's just me because I'm funny.
I mean, you got your own business.
Electricity has to be supplied within 10 feet of where I am. So I need to be able to plug an extension cord to wherever you're running power from. If it's a wedding, battery powered because it's on the ceremony, and of course they have a reception hall.
I mean, if it's a reception, still. Yeah.
But if it's a party and it's the lower party rate, because my rates are different for parties and weddings, you have to have electricity supply within a certain area. Because number one, and this is a fact, if I have to run an extension cord 50, 60 feet, that extension cord is my equipment. Something happens, somebody trips off of it, whatever the case is, that's my responsibility. And I don't want that. I don't want my insurance to have to contend with that. I want you as the client to say, you know what, this is what he asked for. And number one, if you want a DJ in this area, you need to supply that.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because liability is that even if you charge an additional amount for running that cord, a lawsuit is a whole lot more.
That lawsuit, no, it won't.
I promise you it won't. So those are my personal requirements.
That's real.
Is running the extension cord. I don't. Do I have a long extension cord in my bin? Absolutely, but that's just for me. Not saying I'm gonna be expected.
I need to. Yes. Right.
So
that's a great point, dog. Yeah. Like if you're not putting these small details in your paperwork with your clients, you should. Like it's just as important as saying I need a 6-foot table.
Right.
Or just as important. Yeah, whatever you require as a DJ, whether it's power, water. I'm not saying go in there and ask for 2 green Skittles. Like that's not the rider we're talking about. But like the things that we require as DJs that people sleep on, close power sources. Where are your events taking place? Is there multiple places where you're going to be in this building? Like the things they don't tell you to the day of. Those things. Put in your contract. Put in your contract. Marc J with the gym.
Paperwork is what you know what? It's not even paperwork.
No, it's just conversation.
It is, but what you said, the conversation and asking the details. You know, there's no way. I'm hoping DJs are not doing this. You know, just taking events and saying it's this amount of hours, this is the charge, and just showing up.
That's it.
I have to talk to my people. I have to have a conversation because number one, you know, first thing, hey, I know your event hours, blah, blah, blah. What do you require? Is it upstairs? Is it downstairs? Makes a difference. You know, is it inside? Is it outside?
Yeah, man.
It makes a difference. Knowing your venues, knowing that, say, for instance, if I'm going to the John Marshall, I may need somebody else because you know what, that load in and load out is a BITCH because you have to go through an elevator through an alley if they allow you to stay in the alley all the way, and there's no flat surface, so you have to, even if you have a cart, you have to push the cart, come down steps, reload the cart, and then push it in the venue. Now the money most of the time there makes sense, and I will definitely do that. Shout out,
I'll carry some stuff up some steps.
But you have to know that. So if you're like a $400, $500, $600 DJ doing weddings, that labor, you've already eaten up your labor costs. Period. Before you've even
setting up. Most people don't charge for setup. So I mean, I understand.
What you know? Matter of fact, that you brought that up.
You want to do it?
Let's do it. Setup. Let's talk about it. Do you charge for setup?
Depends on what we're talking about, where we're at. I charge for travel sometimes.
Oh, travel that's a given.
So if you're charging for travel, why wouldn't you charge for setup?
Setup to me, only my opinion.
Of course.
Setup because it's different. You know, for it's event different. Wedding party, I bring different equipment. So based on my initial inquiry, I know what it is. So if it's a party, I know I'm not bringing my facade. I'm not bringing a bunch of lights.
I get that.
Or depending on the venue, because I have to look at the venue. Or if it's a wedding, you know what? of course, we trying to get that ticket value up.
I get that.
And if it's someone outside of a DJ not trying to get the ticket value up to dig into your pockets, it's because we want to give you more value when it comes to lights, when it comes to photo booths, all other good stuff. So keep that in mind. But those initial questions, those initial details make a huge difference. So if you don't ask those and don't have the experience to know what you have to do to get the job done, that's on you. But the experience was a huge word.
Create, yes.
That's yeah. I mean, as a matter of fact, Sean, he says lights are upcharged. Lights are definitely upcharged. But it's okay. Say for instance, if you package it up.
My package comes with a DJ party light. I'll put it that way. Like I have a gig bar. That's what I call it. I call it a DJ party light, and there will be one provided, and it's the gig bar. Gotcha. Like outside of that, yes, up lights are an additional a la carte charge. Like, yeah, as you should.
1000%.
Whether you're packaging it or not, I mean, that's just kind of how I feel. I feel the same way about setup and breakdown. Like, yes, it's required for me to DJ, but it is also my time. I have to get here before the time you're contracting me for to set up and break down my equipment.
Is that factored into your initial, say for instance, and
it could be. No, yes.
For numbers' sake.
Yeah,
if I want to do a wedding and let's say it's $100 because I want to go so people know that's not your actual rate.
Let's just do a number. Yeah.
If I say Hammer, the DJ Hammer, I need you to DJ party for me on this date.
Yep.
What do you charge for 4 hours? And you say $100. Is that inclusive in that price, or do you say it's $100 plus setup?
Let's do it like this. If it's a 4-hour party, I say I'm $100, right?
Okay.
So we can chop it down to $25 an hour, right? Just $25 an hour.
Gotcha.
My setup fee, I might not charge you a full 25, but it'll be like 15 an hour, and I need an hour before for setup and an hour after for breakdown. So you'd be giving me an extra $30.
Okay, so
for that purpose, example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's say my package includes a basic gig bar.
I agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's
agreed. Yeah, absolutely. Do you not value your setup time, Marc?
No, listen, the setup is included. Don't get it twisted, brother. You know me. You've been working with me for a long time. You know it's in there somewhere. That from a customer standpoint. Now you think about it. Initially, we're in sales. The customer initially doesn't want to see anything additional.
Of course.
No matter what you put in front of them, they want to see or plus. Or in addition to
the plus makes sense. That's where I'm at. Yep.
So I would rather say my rate is one
blank plus this.
No, not plus. Just knowing that it's already included because I'm
includes this,
right? Because see, my setup for real, I can walk up in a venue right now, depending on the actual time it takes me to get my equipment there. I can set up for a party and have music playing in about 25 minutes or less.
That's accurate.
Probably less.
That's very accurate. I was going to say the same exact thing.
So, but for a wedding, depending on what it is, it's but the wedding rate is different, but that setup is already factored into what I want to do because of the experience I want to create. Then number one, if I want to be lazy, coming in 3 hours just because I want to walk around, blah, blah, blah. Or if I'm bouncing off another event and I got to come in, an hour and a half and I got to chop. It's already accounted for. But I'd never, and hopefully, hopefully this is my sales experience. The customer does not want to see anything additional. No matter what your rate is, they don't want to see or in addition to. They want to see what your rate is and do their comparisons. And then once you get into the upselling, then that's what is
talking about comparisons. This is DJ's talk. No, I'm truth. I don't do comparisons, bro. Look, I don't give a rate if you're talking to somebody else. Period. How about that?
I'm different. I like it.
No, I don't compete with nobody.
I want to give
the reality. And I know that sounds crazy, but like for real, like, because I know a lot of people that do that. Like, I would love to know your package or your rate. We're shopping, and I'll be like, okay, well, this is kind of what I need the details for before I give you this. And if they're not looking to book, I don't really provide like multiple options of what we're looking to do here. And I'm booked. Like, that's just kind of my process. Like, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying when you get to a certain point and you do have gigs, you can shop it differently, I guess is a better way to put that.
But this is my weakness. And I'm putting this out there to the public and all my DJs out there. I'm normally looking to exclude first before I include. Because a lot of people don't respect what we do. True. So I want to look at all of your faults and try to exclude you before I include you. Because if I include you, then you're number one, you're signing paperwork and you know what I have to offer and we're moving forward. All the negatives, like the negotiation, I don't have time for negotiation. Time is money. You're wasting my time if you want to negotiate. If you call the next person, and this is and to your point, I want people to call the next person because I want to do the apples to apples, and they're a better value for whatever.
Yes, if it makes a good fit for your party, please
go there.
Right? Absolutely.
You know, but the inclusive part is what I need because number one, if you're included, you're with me from point A, from
beginning of us starting. Yes,
exactly. So you know what? Your phone call, boom. We called and we talking. I'm sending you this link. I'm sending you an inquiry form. I've evaluated the information. This is what I need to get the job done. And if you, I'm looking, great. Go ahead and look. Let me know. You know, and
I'm going to keep your date open until I get a deposit. Right. I don't tell them that, but like, just so people that are looking and shopping for DJs know, that's kind of how we move. If there's no deposit put down, you don't have a confirmed date. And I think that goes for DJs as well, because we be shocked when people don't or go a different direction, but they never put down any money. So I think it's a two-way street. You know what I mean?
No two-way street about that. If you don't put
it is.
It depends. It depends on what your requirements are, man.
It should be. I'll say it should be because we all have that family member or that one friend that we let without a contract or a deposit and screwed us. See, you're wild. It didn't have to do that. But I'm just speaking generally for people that don't understand. Like, yeah, it happens to everybody. It's happened once or twice to everybody. And if it hasn't, you ain't gigging enough.
And it was another site, another group site that said people should not label experience as something that we should pay more for. I was 50-50 at first, but things like what you just said, once you got by a person,
yep,
and you learn, that's experience, not experience on the execution part. Because somebody can come in and just have a niche for DJing and can cut and scratch and
yeah, you just good.
But the experience of getting the entire job done, whether it be customer service wise, execution wise, knowing what the hell that you need to get the job done, that's experience, and that is very important. Whether it be 10 plus years, 20 plus years,
no matter.
That's important.
Absolutely, across the board, starting out,
yeah,
veterans, like all that.
Yeah. So no, so you need to check on sales guru, and you've heard me say it. DJs, photographers, I don't care what business you are. If you are dealing with an initial point of contact and leads, sales training is the absolute best because that supersedes execution. If you can conquer the lead, book the lead. Now, again, if you execute under par, word of mouth will take care of you. But if you can execute and you have sales training, you will go over and beyond in this business.
Yeah, Your Attitude for Success was a good book.
Period.
Check it out. He ain't lying.
Been there before. Let me see. He said I've showed up and found out the party was say if you showed up and found out the party was canceled, I'm hitting this hard.
Hit him up.
I'm gonna hit this hard.
Hit him up.
God daggone, I'm Floyd. Dave Davis thing. Number one, if I show up in the event and it's canceled, I'm already paid.
I'm paid. That was the first thing I was thinking.
Your contract, no matter whether you are a party DJ, a wedding DJ, a backyard DJ, a uptown boogie DJ, you should be paid prior to getting to the event. No matter whether you're using a CRM, you're using word of mouth,
whatever it is,
contracts, you should be paid prior to getting
in some magnitude. And I mean, for me, I feel like it's in full. That's my percentage of what I think you should be paid before a gig. Do I think that you can be paid after a gig? Yes. Yes, I do. I think that there's exceptions for everything. I think it needs to be communicated about beforehand. Um, but other than that, I think that the day of service, you should have every amount of money that you were booked for.
Yeah. The only business I want to do at the event or after is tips. And this is and harshly spoken, whomever you're dealing with needs to respect you enough to know that you're going to get the job done. Because when number one, if you mess up, you got that to deal with. That's on you. But if you're confident and you know you're going to get the job done, you need to be paid prior to getting to the event because you don't want to deal with drunk clients.
At the end of the night,
holler at this person, that person before they pay you. They got to find this, they got to find that, they got to send you cash apps, or they got to compile all that. No, if someone's doing respectful business to you, and you're doing respectful business to them because you have to provide.
Yeah, you made it here.
That, and have a process that says, you know what, this is the deposit. It's due by XYZ. That's agreed at the initial point of sale. Then that's already understood. There's no conversation. So you need to be paid. Now, if they say, 7 days, I need 3, 4, 5 days. Well, not a problem. Cool. But before I get there, unless it's a club, clubs are different. But on private events, you need to be paid. And I'm gonna throw this caveat out there. And me and DJ Debonair have talked about it. We're gonna start a consulting group, a wedding DJs group. We're planning on doing a wedding DJ seminar that kind of goes into these things, because if you're not used to it, you don't understand it. But as you get used to it and accustomed to doing these things, and it's your process, people understand and respect that process. That will give you more respect as a DJ and a business person more than anything. And that's very important. Very important.
I think that'll be good, man. I think there's a lot of information in that. That's crazy. You read this yet? I read it.
I'm reading now.
Don't worry. I'm waiting on you.
Asked me to DJ birthday party. I told them I was available for the date, gave them the price and the contract, and didn't hear from them anymore. They called a couple of days before. It's standard. A couple of days before, say I told them I was no longer available. They went to Facebook to slander my name and verbal. Yeah, see, that's.
He's at a loss for words, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I'm speaking for me. Because number one, like DJs, of course, word of mouth, repeat customers. That's the biggest part of it. Friends and family members will screw you over the most. Now, understand, first and foremost, a Facebook post goes a long way, because people feed off of negativity. If they say Mark J, DJ Hammer did XYZ, I can post a picture right now and get 2 likes, but you post that, I guarantee you it's cranking 100 and 200 comments. So the negativity is just waiting for you, but you have to be consistent in process. There's nobody that will, like, unless it's my mama, and I've said it before on the podcast, unless it's my mama, and she might have to put a deposit there. Mama, love you to death. I need that deposit.
Look, man. Yes. No, but feel like, no, like,
family members respect the process. Friends respect the process. If you say, hey, you know what?
If you run it like a business and not a hobby, if you are about yours, like, I think they respect it a lot more than you telling them, like, all right, well, you don't have to do this like you would anybody else. Like, they look at you as a family member versus a DJ company business owner.
Right. And even if you adjust the rate, because I've adjusted rate for
rates fine, like,
your homies, whatever case is. Now, I just did your homie's wedding, June something, you know, and he still paid me, this is crazy, because he paid me a wedding rate, a reduced wedding rate, but he wasn't used to that. Because he was, he's, and a matter of fact, okay, this is the scenario. I did a party for him last year, a party for his mother-in-law last year, and the wedding rate, he said, whoo, when you put a wedding attachment, it's different.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. But I took him through the process. Hey, send them an email, bro. We talk every day. We go to
the casino. This is the differences, right?
Yeah. I said, but hey, this date's coming up. I need this, what I'm saying? So they have to respect the business part of what you do, and you have to establish that with anybody. anybody. People think about me. Everybody think, Mark, you know what, Mark, I'm about my business because I have to handle it. If you don't book me, think about this. Amount of friends that don't book you, you're a DJ, and they put on their recommendations, need a DJ. What do you mean? No. And you haven't even hollered at me. But
I can't worry about that.
You gotta respect that, because you know what that means? That means they're looking for a cheap DJ.
Yeah, I've had that. I've had people say I didn't hit you up because I know what you charge, and it's like, that's cool. Like, I appreciate you.
Send me an invite.
Yeah, like I'll share the word, I'll share the post, but like, I don't ever feel, I don't have FOMO with stuff like that. Like, if I'm standing on it because I believe my worth is this, and this is the event that you're trying to have, and I know I'm trying to provide that event and that experience, I don't think there should be a discussion because you're familiar with my work. Sorry, sir, I wasn't familiar with your game. Like, you're familiar with my game. Like, that's why we're even talking. So I think you just kind of got to stand on what you know sometimes and what you have to go through, because I've had way too many gigs where I feel like I settled or didn't follow through with what I wanted to charge, and then got to the event and was mad because I'm doing XYZ and knew it was going to be that, but like,
you got to want to be there.
Exactly. And you're more than likely going to want to be there more if you're getting your rate.
Yeah. And again, shout out to everybody that gives discounts, for their own personal reasons.
Oh yeah, I mean, whatever it is.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But
it comes back. Yeah. Well, man. Yeah, man.
We can do this for days, bro. We can do this for days, hours and days. Jeez. Get your rate, y'all. Get y'all. Again, like DJ Debonair. We will have to put this thing together where we will go through a process of how we do it, so people can go left, right, or go straight forward with that, and just trying to just enlighten, because DJ Debonair has been doing it for longer than me. Longer than me. I'm 25 plus in the game. He's longer than me. He's doing his thing, and I've been the club DJ, been the wedding DJ, and I think my process works, and hopefully someone out there can help me and assist me. But consistency, just like this podcast, consistency is key. If we don't do this every Tuesday, y'all don't look forward to it every Tuesday.
Fall off. Yeah.
If I don't charge you $100 and the next person $100 and the next person $100, I'm inconsistent in process, and that's my fault. Period. It's my fault. But consistency is the key to everything, and the consistency is the key to good business. And I like to do good business. If you don't need me and you don't like my rate, or you don't like because I got a bald head, great.
Hey,
just send me an invitation to the party.
Yeah, and you're still not gonna get in because you bald. Yeah, so it's fine. Like, you good. But I even a little, I ain't even gonna call it pushback, but a little caveat to that is, like, I think that the consistency supersedes the rate that you're charging. I think the consistency comes through in your product. It shouldn't matter what you're charging. Your product should be your product, which is why you're able to consistently charge what you charge. Whether you don't have to, whether you choose to give somebody a discount or not, I feel like your product should still be the same. Like, yeah, they might not have all the bells and whistles, but what you do should be what you do 100% of the time, because you don't get to flick a light switch on and off to be good or bad. Like, either you good or you not. Yeah, for real. So I think that's where the consistency is. Even if you're budging on a few dollars here and there, like, what you provide to the people is what you provide to the people.
And sometimes I throw extras. I don't cut my rate. I might give a little extra.
I get that.
Something, because I'm there anyway. Like the party I did on Saturday, it was a gala for someone that consistently books me, and they didn't ask for uplights. Gave them uplights. Just because, number one, I wanted to test my new uplights out.
Yeah, I want to see if these work and how they work, and you wouldn't be mad if they didn't work right because you're a natural. Got you. Hey, Mark got the game, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. And in me personally, all my consultations, say for instance, you were getting married.
Yeah.
The first thing I do in my initial consultation is say, hey, I know we're friends. However, I'm going to treat you like every other customer that I get. So you'll understand that you're the boss because you're paying the money that I need you to pay me. We've already agreed and we can move forward. And just so we'll have that understanding. You said it. If you set that standard and that bar at the beginning,
common ground.
You can't go wrong with that. You set it up right, you can't go wrong.
You gotta take people to common ground before you can get them to the higher ground where we talking about numbers.
1,000
common ground.
1,000. But you know what? And it's
crazy.
Fun, man. We think that these things are not gonna last, but like
every time, bro. I'm like, yo, what we gonna talk about? I don't know what we're gonna talk about. We got an hour and 36 minutes later.
Yeah. Well, this is what I want my DJs that are existing on this podcast, or if you're looking at the rebroadcast to do. If you have a subject that you want us to touch on,
like that,
drop an inbox to me, drop an inbox to DJ Hammer.
Please.
So we'll know and we can touch that, because these conversations start out minute, but they obviously extend. It's supposed to be 1 hour. We haven't did a 1 hour damn podcast since we started this.
Man, we've been pretty consistent with an hour plus, man. So yeah, y'all talk a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, it's goddamn DJs Talk.
DJs Talk, man.
DJ Hammer, he is that guy. I'm just the man behind the man.
You know it. He's part of the tag. Y'all know who he is. Mr. Rain Performer himself.
Hey, I'm giving the update. The next week, I'm gonna give the update and my progress, because by next Tuesday, I have maybe I got the class on Monday.
Tell me a date, man.
Let's go ahead and dust on it.
I'm gonna pull up and we gonna break in the Rain Performer, because I'm not buying it yet.
You already know. Just like my man Hot Rod said, come get it.
I ain't want to take it. I'm not trying to take it. No, that's yours. That's yours.
My toy. Come get my toy out the toy box.
But you want to hit that real quick?
What's the necessary equipment to cover both ceremony and cocktail?
Just real quick. Don't even dive into it.
I can
ceremony. Like I said, ceremony for me is E-verse, send highs and lapel. That's it.
The beauty of what you just said. Now, keep in mind, he has the E-verse. I have the thump. I think they're equivalent. Okay.
I feel that.
No matter where your ceremony is, if it's in a barn, outside, inside, wherever it is, battery powered.
Yes.
You have that speaker and an iPad. And I just, how about this? I got it right here.
Yeah, that's the stand.
iPad.
Clamp it right on that stand. Yep.
You know what you do after the ceremony? You pick it up, you walk it over, and put another playlist.
And now you got a cocktail hour.
And you cooking with grease.
And that's the most game you're gonna get tonight.
But dude, if y'all listen, y'all we got pure nuggets. That's the easiest. I've been seeing videos of people that have full setups for ceremonies to play 5 or 6 songs. What are you doing?
I've seen it.
What are you doing?
Complex, if they want multiple cuts or different songs, I got the little mini mix GoPro. If I need to do that, we got that. And there's an 1/8" jack on the back of the speaker. You can just plug it in. Like if you need to do all that. But for the most part, it's literally a speaker that is battery powered wherever you need it. Keep it rolling.
Man, if you need and I have a matter of fact, I have a video that I'm composing because I have two different scenes that has that's my setup and what I use, and it's coming. I'll probably just come out tomorrow. But if you need to call me, inbox me, the ease of doing a ceremony, ceremony, cocktail hour, and a reception. I think I have the blueprint.
I know you do. I know you do.
A blueprint. I like to say, I think, whatever, because I ain't, I'm still learning, but trust me.
We always should be. But it works.
It definitely works.
And if you're looking to try something that works, hey, tune in. Stay tuned. Marc J got a drop coming soon.
It's coming tomorrow because I'm gonna be right here.
Recovering from that trip. This man went on vacation, came back, and bought a new controller. I'm trying to. When I grow up, you balling, man. It's a good season. It's a good season.
Blame Hot Rod.
All right, shout out Hot Rod. Shout out Hot Rod.
Well, it's this DJ's talk, man.
It's DJ's talk, man. Appreciate y'all.
Dude, awesome episode again. My eternal thanks goes to you, DJ Hammer.
Hey man, I appreciate you chopping it up.
All the people that continue to support and just vibe with us every Tuesday and then throughout the week on the DJ's Talk private group. Just thank you. Seriously, thank you. Because again, we will, as time permits, we will definitely level up, and y'all are the people that make the difference and make us keep coming on here every Tuesday.
Literally.
With or without a guest, just to vibe, because that's what the hell we do as DJs. That's just 100%. That's what we do.
The community is about the DJs and DJs talk. So I all have decent gigs this week and be safe out there for the 4th. Hold it down, Marc J. Pop out tomorrow. It's Wednesday. You know, ladies night at Mona. I got you. Don't worry. We outside. And everybody else that got something going on, have great gigs. Catch a vibe. It's DJs Talk, baby. Peace.